Hello once again. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Commander Trium, once again broadcasting to you from the universe of Elite. And I just remembered that from last night, from earlier today, I did not name my new dolphin craft that I purchased and outfitted. So we're going to do that right away, but we'll also engage Soapy Knight in some chat to kick off tonight. And hopefully, there it is. And hopefully he's available. In the meantime, we are at Marsden Dock. And that is in the Chanyanyak system. And we just finished delivering some passengers. So we're going to be looking for some new passengers and hopefully some more money. Because we need money very badly after outfitting our craft. And we're also carrying illegal drugs, which need to be sold off at the next starport. So, first things first. Oh, I don't think he's in right now.
Unsuccessful.
Okay, we want to head for the Quechua system. Bien. Guantal. You know, I don't think there's any community goat missions right now. They may have ended them. They were promising to. Oh, no, there's some up here. In the LP 12832 system. But as you can see here, once again, the Pleiades have been encroached upon with 2 new attacks, and if we look from the right angle, you can see that they are in fact making their way up towards the core systems, which are over there. At the current rate of progress, if this is the main body of, that's their main fleet that they're using to conduct their invasion, the likelihood here next, there, that'll be 1, possibly as little as 2 turns away, maybe 3 at the outside. And of course, we also have Well, here we're deep in the Federation, but there's also the what's the name of that system? I just transmitted a tweet about it. Well, I don't see it anywhere. There it is. And that's Earth right there. There's Earth and Mars. And we have need to locate a base
successful.
Well, there is the Palengue system. HIP 25746 as well. See if we got any passengers who are going that way. Yep, we got 9 scientists seeking transport. They are headed for a strander's claim. We'll take them, even though they're being somewhat cheap. That's all we have from here. Oh, one other thing we should do. We have to name this thing. Okay. Actually, we'll do it like this. Very nice fire extinguisher. Oh, come on. Actually, instead of umbilica, we'll go with ambilica. Starship Registry AR006. Confirmed. And there we have it. We can now jump 21 light years on average. Maximum 2349 unladen. Okay. The Palangui system. And we need to visit Garden Terminal on some planet. Close. Launching.
Ship is ready. Please exit the station at your earliest convenience.
landing gear deployed.
You're on the deck, deactivating docking systems. Enjoy your stay, Commander.
This is a regulations reminder. Vehicle users must not impede traffic flow. Blocking the thoroughfares is strictly prohibited. We ask all commanders to land within your assigned time slot. If you fail to land during this time, be sure to clear the area before resubmitting. This is a regulations reminder. Vehicle users must not impede traffic flow. Blocking the thoroughfares is strictly prohibited. Traffic flowing constant. Please ensure area.
Landing complex 3.
Follow traffic control cues during docking procedures. And be sure to check your assigned bay number before approaching the landing area.
Well, let's have a look then. See if we are allowed to have a black market. Yes, there is a black market here, thank God.
Unauthorized landing
What the?
Incoming hail.
Oh, they're not illegal.
all bounties should be cleared at this port services.
Hello.
Hi, howdy. Oh,
There's-
crap, I forgot.
I was deep in a menu.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. When you tried to get a hold of me, I was deep in a shower.
Oh,
Yeah.
were you drowning in the shower, filling it full of water, and then?
Yeah, it's one of those, like, glass mirror ones, or not glass mirror,
You can
glass
fill it
door
full of
one.
water.
Like, I could close it, but it's not that water.
It's not watertight.
No, there's, like,
I always thought
those types
those types of showers would be kind of dangerous. Like you plug up the drain, right, and then you could like theoretically drown yourself inside of your own shower.
Oh man, but I think. Oh wait, I gotta plan out this next trade.
So
I think you would have to like get one that's actually watertight, because they're not built to be watertight.
No, I don't think so. So my landlord is probably going to try to have me evicted because
that's always fun.
of noise complaints. And the thing is, I'm not creating any noise. It's like my fucking crotchety old neighbors that hate having younger people in the building or something. And they don't like...
Man.
And there was a guy who lived here who was like, legitimately, he was a troublemaker, right? He would vandalize people's property and whatever. So they got him thrown out. So now they feel a little rush of power in their belly. They don't like me very much. So they decided, well, we'll get rid of him too. And
fuck this guy.
So I don't know what the fuck it is, honestly. In Winnipeg, I would never have to deal with it. I just hate fucking this city, and the people in it are just so, like, petty, and they just seem like they're out to get you. Like, if you don't exactly cater to their every little fucking whim, they'll, like, screw you. And it really pisses me off. So I think that short of her keeling over and dying in her apartment, I'm going to have to, like, get affidavits from other tenants that I'm friendly to speak on my behalf. And if they're not willing, then I will probably be screwed out of here because I don't... like, unfortunately, the burden of proof, like, once someone tells you that you're making too much noise, and they have a second person backing them up, from that point on, it's the burden of proof.
It's an uphill battle.
It's an uphill battle. You have to prove that you're not doing something, and it's like, it's fucking impossible to do that. Right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you prove you weren't where somewhere? Or how do you prove you weren't... How do you prove you weren't somewhere at a specific time? Well, you could prove where you were, but not necessarily. Right?
Unless you're like video footage timestamp.
Well, that's what my father said. My father said, well, why don't you just start, like, recording everything that's going on in your apartment? And I'm like, that won't work because there's no way an adjudicator at the LTV is going to sit there and, like, just watch every moment of my life between the time that they're complaining about.
You could, like, go to that approximate time of when it supposedly happened and show, like, maybe you weren't even home. Maybe you left an hour beforehand. You know?
Yes, I don't know. Like, they claim that it's happening in the mornings and stuff, but, like, they've been complaining for 2 years. You know, like, there's...
The landlord's probably just trying to get rid of you so he doesn't have to deal with them anymore.
Well, that was my thinking, but as I pointed out to the landlord, I said, well, yeah, but that's not going to solve the problem. They're just going to complain about the next person that comes in here because they don't want anyone living here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the woman who lives below me, who's insane, okay, she doesn't want anyone living in this apartment because the floors creak, and as soon as I start walking on the floor, well, if I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, the choices are piss in my bed or, like, get up and use the toilet, right? So...
Or get a catheter installed.
Yeah, or get a catheter installed. But short of this, like, it's just unreasonable. Like, they're asking for levels of... The law doesn't require, as far as I know, I'm going to get legal counsel tomorrow, like I've got an appointment with a lawyer, but it's fucking stupid that I even have to do that. Like,
yeah,
why should I have to go, luckily I'm on ODSP and I can get free legal counsel, but, like, you know, if if I didn't have an illness, a life-threatening illness, or if I didn't, don't tell anyone, but I don't have the life-threatening illness anymore, but they're still giving me the money. Anyway, if I didn't have the life-threatening illness, there would have been, you know, there'd have been no, I'd have to go out of my own pocket, basically, and take these people to court. And in Ontario, I don't know if you've heard about the charges of the deadbeat tenants.
I have heard of it. I don't.
So what the
I
tenant,
haven't looked into it too much.
yeah, what the tenant does in a situation like this is you can, if you want to fuck over your landlord really badly, you can take say the tribunal rules against you, which is possible. They could. It's quasi-judicial. What you do is you take them to court. You go down to the courthouse, you pay your $85 or whatever the fee is for like getting on the docket, and then that's it. You don't do anything else. You don't hire an attorney, you don't do any of the other crap. It will take them months even to get you put on the docket. And by the time that they're willing to hear your case, during all that time, you can't be evicted. It's against the law. Without a ruling, the sheriff won't enforce an eviction. So you just stop paying rent, and you live rent free for that period of time.
Yeah.
And eventually, you owe them the money, of course, but
yeah.
But then it's a pain in the ass for them, right? They have to come and try to collect it from you. And
yeah, and they're out money that they were expecting for X amount of months.
Right.
Maybe they lost an employee because they couldn't pay them.
Maybe, or whatever, but she has, like, honestly, I don't really want to do this to them, but they're not giving you too much choice. And if they are going to fuck me over like this, well, the landlord really should be able to see that. In my view, the landlord should be able to see right through this woman. And I don't really, like, they've done, the law also requires, like, the RTA, the Residential Tenancies Act of Ontario requires that the landlord do some kind of investigation to a noise complaint that's consistent like this.
Yeah.
She has done no investigating. She's just taking down whatever they say as being verbatim. She hasn't asked, she hasn't done anything extra beyond the barest minimum to figure out what the hell is going on. She hasn't fact-checked, she hasn't corroborated, she hasn't done anything. There have been people who have had construction in here that have made tons of racket. And I'm making more racket than they are? I don't fucking think so. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No.
So if they can put up with that racket, but they can't put up with mine, what is the problem here?
Do you own a pogo stick?
No. Why?
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I don't see how you can put up more noise than construction. I mean, if you had a pogo stick and you were pogoing in your living room, yeah, that could make more noise than construction.
There's damage to my bed that could be, it's rubbing up against the floor in one spot. That could be causing some of the noise. I could be stepping, in the middle of the night. That could be another cause of noise. Apparently now there's 2 tenants that are complaining. Two, maybe 3 at the outside. But, I mean, I don't know who these people are. And I've already caught the landlord in one lie when she lied about, when she said, oh, there's multiple complaints against you. And I asked her son, and his son was saying, well, no, I only saw the one letter. She's probably talking about, like, since you moved in. And, like, 2 years ago? Well, that doesn't count. You can't say, well, I've got 5 complaints against you while we're discussing one particular complaint, and then presume that I'm going to conclude that you meant, that there's 5 complaints. That would be like a quarter of the population of this building. So that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to have to get like a couple of corroborating statements from neighbors and just say, look, he doesn't make any unreasonable noise as far as we know. In the 2 years he's lived here, he's been a relatively, quiet tenant. And as long as I can get that, I don't know what more I can do. Like, how do you prove that you're not causing noise? I don't. So, I don't know what the burden of proof is, but it's really fucking stupid that I'm even having to do this. But I'm going to get legal counsel tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But it's pissing me off and it's worrying me because, like, I don't want to have to move right now. I'm in the middle of looking for work. Like, why in the hell should I have to move because some old fucking woman who belongs in a fucking lunatic asylum, if not, an old folks home, She is senile. She is old. She has to go away somewhere. Like, she's not able to deal with people anymore. She's already threatened to have me thrown out twice. Like,
And now she's trying to act upon it.
and now she's trying to act upon it. You know, like, she's determined that she's going to get me thrown out of here. And hopefully I'll be able to, in the end, throw the law right back in your faces and say, no, the law stands behind me in this case.
Yeah.
I hope so. That's how it should go, but I don't know that yet. Everything I'm reading seems to point against it. It's all, like, all the literature on the internet is about legitimate noise complaints. Like, what if your landlord doesn't act on your noise complaint because your rowdy neighbor is, like, being a dickhead? You know, like...
And if it's, like, getting this bad, don't you think they would have got the police involved already?
Well, that's the other thing. Where are the police reports?
Yeah.
Where, I mean, complaints to the landlord do not... She says, oh, they're starting a log. Yeah, a log they're going to fabricate. Like, you can't just go with what the tenant says, because they need the burden of proof, if it's any reasonable burden of proof, has to put a burden on them. Which means that they need corroborating evidence of some sort. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. And it's unfortunate if that leaves a few people dealing with loud rock and roll music. But if that's the case, the police would be summoned, and it would there would be a stop put to it. And if it kept happening again and again and again, then that would be the end of it. In this case, there's none of that. It's just a bunch of tenants claiming that they hear me. I don't even know how they know that. They may, in fact, be telling the truth for all I know. Maybe they are hearing noises. But how do I know it's me that's causing? I know it's not me, but how do they know it's me? What makes them believe it's me always? So, I think they may have just drawn their own conclusions, if there's any truth to it at all, and I'm highly suspicious that I don't think there is any truth, because I think that, you know, one of them decided she was going to get in my face when I was loading an air conditioner into my apartment some time ago, back in the summer of last year. And she got all in my face about it. And I said, look, back off. I'm putting this air conditioner inside. It's heavy. There's going to be some noise, and then it will stop. Well, you can't go making noise like that. And it's like, yes, I can. It's between the hours of whatever, and it's daytime, and I can make as much bloody noise as I please. Turns out that's not true, even in a building like this. You can't just make as much noise as you want, I found out. I thought you could, but anyway. But I sent the landlord a message back saying, you know, this isn't me. I don't honestly have a clue what she's talking about.
Yeah.
You know, and she just came back and said, okay, good, thank you. Well, is that the end of it? Like, I'm sick and tired of getting complaints about this from the landlord. I'm feeling very, very persecuted, harassed, or whatever. And yeah, I could go find another place to live, but I like living here. And I don't want to be run out of my apartment for any reason. I shouldn't have to be.
Exactly.
Plus, every time you get run out of your apartment, you end up paying more money, you realize. You end up, because the landlord doesn't have to observe, the new landlord doesn't have to observe the 3% guideline. It's a new apartment, new building.
Yeah.
So the rent increase guideline doesn't apply. So it's a great way for landlords to get rid of their tenants. In fact, they should be recycling their tenants every 3 years or so that they can make sure that they, you know, except for the
top dollar.
They have top dollar. Except for those ones they can't evict because they're little old ladies and they never do any wrong and whatever. But Lorraine is
insane.
No, Glynis is the insane one. Lorraine, there's two of them. There's two apartments right at the front of the building. One on the left, one on the right. The ladies in both of them. Lorraine's on the left when you face the building. Glynis is on the right. Glynis is the crazy one. But Lorraine is, she's a little bit ditzy too. I mean, she wants to She likes watching, and I caught her once trying to record me making noise as I was lifting something heavy in the stairwell. Like, it literally got to that point. What's that?
This'll get them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's evidence of noise. Yes, that's evidence of noise, but it's not very long-lived, and, you know, it wasn't recorded at a time of day when, you know, noise, you know, it was well before 9 o'clock or whatever the Ottawa guideline is for excessive noise.
Yeah.
And it lasted all of 5 minutes. I mean, it was really heavy. I was lifting that stupid bike battery in here, but that's not going to happen anymore because now I'm not allowed to bring the bike battery in. Turns out it's got hazardous chemicals in it, so the landlord wrote me about that. Anyway, it's like a big fucking hassle. Ottawa landlords are the worst in the province, I'm convinced, because they think that everything should be handed to them on a silver frickin' platter. They really do. Compared to Winnipeg, it's a renter's market in Winnipeg, right? So the renter has all the rights. The renter can leave, come, go, whatever. Here, it's a landlord's market, right? Where the landlord can dictate to you and threaten you and abuse the hell out of you. Where you end up in tribunal at least, you know, once every 10 years, fighting your landlord about some fucking useless thing that doesn't belong there.
Yep. It's not quite as bad here. They're just so cheap here, just so cheap. Like, I don't even know what to.
Well, they replaced the whole elevator system here. Like, there was a lot of construction this past year in 2017 in this building. And for them to complain after all was said and done, they complain about me and the noise I'm making. It's just like, it's right over the top. Right over the top. Doesn't make any sense at all. And I don't care how much I was screaming in the stairwell because I found the battery heavy. That's completely beside the point.
That is a normal thing. When things are heavy, you kind of grunt when you're carrying them.
Exactly. So
that's human nature.
Yeah, I mean, she has a tape recording of me grunting. Well, good for you. Like, go ahead, play that tribunal all you want and see how far you get. But so help me God, if I get if I get ruled against in tribunal, I swear to Christ, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw like a conniption. I'm staying in this apartment. I will fight to stay here. And I will fight tooth and fucking nail, and I'll make them pull every fucking dirty trick out of the book before I goddamn move. Just because that woman Glynis threatened me. That alone is more than enough reason to make me stay here. Like, I shouldn't be threatened by her. And she's the one who's... She claims that she acts all scared around me now, like I was being violent with her. It's like, no, it's actually the other way around. I was kind of scared of you, actually.
Yeah, because I know you can do shit to me, and if I even try to do shit to you, people are gonna come down on me.
Pretty much. I don't even have to do all that much. I just have to raise my voice to you, and I won't look good.
No, that doesn't look good, but it's better than throwing a fist at her.
Oh, I would never do that to someone that old. I mean, she's not in any danger, but she can act like it. She can act like she feels scared and threatened and earns the sympathy vote.
And then you argue, what do you have to be scared of? Because I am a younger male, so that must mean I am violent.
And you raised your voice. Oh, it's because
he raised his voice at me.
Yeah, and you were being unreasonable. At the time, you were threatening me with being evicted, and you were telling me I was going to be thrown out forever. I probably did raise my... I don't recall this, but I probably did raise my voice a little bit. Anyway.
Oh man, I'm so close to my target, but someone says they want to do this to me, interdict me.
Fuck.
That's an NPC one, so
I got
to escape.
I got a dolphin yesterday on your advice.
Oh, and how you like it? How you like?
It's not earning money fast enough. Like it should
What?
earn. It should earn money. I'm only getting like about 100,000 credits per. I don't know.
You need to find like the sightseeing ones. Sometimes they're a little bit of a pain in the ass, but if you find the right one,
Oh, they are.
you'll get paid like 1 million credits to go.
And you also have to travel 97 light years at minimum to even.
No, not all of them. There's some of them that are closer. Damn it, I missed the fucking stop. There's some of them that are close. Like, I've had some pretty easy ones where it's like you can build the dolphins to have a lot of the jump. Like, you don't need weapons, you don't need fucking shields. I dump it all.
Well, I just sold my narcotics, which are legal at this port, at Garden Terminal in the, what system are we in? Garden Terminal, and we're in the Palangui system.
I forget where I am. I'm in
you're 100.
Ponte.
Yeah, you're 119 light years away. I've already got you on the map here, but I don't know.
Oh no, I don't know if oh, that's a bad angle.
Oh, and I have to dump off some of these tourists. I've got tourists on board my dolphin.
Dolphin has a sweet engine sound. You got to admit that.
It's a quiet ship, eh? Like it's.
It is quiet, but like when you do that boost, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Sounds like you're blowing through like a fucking
turbocharger.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably just a capacitor charging up and then releasing.
Yeah, I only have 5 million credits left after outfitting this ship because I had to invest 3 million extra in parts to get this dolphin to the point where I could even. Yeah, but you sold me on it originally as being $1 million. Well, the basic.
Well, yeah, I figured you'd realize. Well, I have to upgrade it too. That's how much it costs to buy.
Yeah, well, the total is more like 5 million, not 1. So anyway,
yeah,
it ends up being, and that's with like minimal throw. I've been attacked a bunch of times, and that surprised me as well. I thought that people would leave the dolphin alone, but it seems like you may as well just paint a fucking target on this stupid thing.
Depends who you're carrying. If you read some of them, some of the people are criminals or high-value targets that get attacked.
Yeah, I don't take criminals. They get left behind.
But high-value targets.
High-value targets sometimes. I mean, if someone interdicts me...
I was carrying a celebrity one.
If someone interdicts me, I drop out of... I mean, it's hard to interdict me in the first place, but it happens sometimes. The couple times it happens, which is usually when I fuck up with the controller, what I do is I turn off the engine assist and spin around and point my guns at them. I've only got 2 of them, but that seems to scare the hell out of them and they run away. Before you know it, they're 7 kilometers away. I've left them in the dust. I flip my ship around again, turn on my afterburners, and then use the FSD to like exit the scene of battle. And there's nothing they can do. And it doesn't really matter how tough their ship is, even an Anaconda, unless it's a Corvette or a very well armed Anaconda or Fer de Lance, they're not going to be able to bring my shields down fast enough.
Oh, excuse me.
The Fer de Lance could probably rip the shields down off this thing. I've got
the Fer de Lance is pretty cool. It's a pretty neat ship.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I think the next logical thing for me to do is to upgrade this into a money-making, into a beluga or something, and just have it on the side as a money-maker whenever I need to, because I've got my fleet right now. I've got 3 ships in my fleet. One is a Python. I've got an Asp Explorer that I upgraded, by the way, and got to 25 light years.
Yeah, you got it. So you're equal with me.
Yeah, because I dumped the passenger. I dumped the cargo container, and I dumped.
Oh, yeah.
And I dumped the passenger thing, and instead I went with in the Class 6 slot. I took a fuel scoop, and that dropped.
Know what I did in the Class 6 slot?
What's that?
Shields.
I used to put shields there, but they're too heavy.
Oh no, I've got mine built like pure combat. Like my jump.
No, mine is not a mine. This is not a combat. If I want combat, I'll bring out the Python. This thing is for exploration and getting distance. Because I've
got a good little combat setup on it.
Yeah, and I'll fucking crash your ship so fast it will like make your head spin if it comes up against my Python.
Well, yeah, you got to know what to go against. There's certain things that just outclass you.
One thing I did notice. One thing I did notice was that the Sidewinders and the lighter craft, when they attack, they go after your systems far more likely if they're led by expert mode player NPCs.
I do not know how to target systems yet.
You go to the subsystems menu. It's right on the left-hand panel.
On the left hand, so
right. You know where the contacts are.
Sub-targets. Oh, yeah.
It's right in there. It's always been right in there. And you go into sub-targets.
Yeah, see, I wasn't aware that sub-targets was. That's how you did it.
Probably told you just how to beat me. But you take out their drive. You figure out after a while. Some ships you take out their drives. Others you take out their guns. Still others you might go after their thrusters. It depends on the type of ship you're fighting. Thing is, I don't know all the classes of ships that intimately well, and the only way to really know them well is to fight using them.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I'm kind of working my way up. Like, sure, I could afford a better one, but I'll work my way up using each one so I can kind of get a feel of what each ship does.
Yeah, the thing was I skipped way ahead, and I had no choice because I had to save money. Like, to move from the Asp Explorer directly to the Python, there's nothing in between there. Like, there's a gap. I don't know of any ship that fits, like, what goes between those two ships, I don't know.
I would have to look, but...
But, I mean, you should know...
You could go... You should know... Federal friendly.
Yeah. Well, you can take one of the federal, you can take the federal drop ship, or you can take the assault craft. But those ships require rank, and when you finish off with the Asp Explorer and you're done upgrading the hell out of it, that you still don't have enough rank in the Federation to actually go and get one of those two ships. So you're left with nothing else except the Python. You go after the Python, and at some point after you have the Python for about like a month, you find out, oh, now I can go back and get the federal assault craft.
Yeah.
But at that point, it's useless to you because you've already got your Python upgraded out the wazoo, right? So unless you're willing to sell your Python to go for a lesser craft, and frankly, I'm told that the view in the federal assault vessels, both of them, the view that you see out the screen, even in the VR headset, it's useless. Like, you're completely contained inside a little square box. Like a little you and your cube, and you have a window outside of your cube, and you can look outside your cube with your window, and that's it. It's not even on a corner of the cube. It's just like you're in a cube, and it's completely encircled, and you can't see anything except out the window in front of you.
Oh man.
So. The next step after that would probably be something like a Type 10 with a fighter or something like that. I don't know.
Save up for our chieftain.
And you may as well, by the time you can afford that, you may as well just go and bite the bullet and get the Anaconda anyway, because you can still have a fighter with the Anaconda, and you can upgrade all of its weapon slots. It gets more slots, more power, and more destruction than the Type 10. All things considered. Although you might say...
I've been considering trying to do the federal rank. I kind of want to just, like, try out the, what's it called, one?
The assault craft?
No, the top of the line, like,
The
cruise
Corvette.
ship or whatever. Corvette, yeah. I just want to try it out. At some point.
Get ready.
So I'm gonna
What's your
slowly
rank?
work for that.
What's your rank in the Federation right now?
Oh, no. I'm saying I'm going to slowly work towards it. I'm, like, barely anything with them.
Yeah, because
I
right
wanna
now,
try.
after 7 weeks of steady gameplay spread across 2 years, I am a warrant officer plus 27%. I haven't even made ensign yet. And you have to be admiral to get the Corvette. So, good luck. Like, imagine what that's going to take. That's going to be like, you know, it's going to be months worth of gameplay before you can take admiral and then get your Corvette.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's getting way too far. Get me back. I'm
So,
going
hey.
to find something close.
I thought I'd point all this shit out. Oh, and did you notice the Thargoids? They've moved much closer to the bubble.
Yeah.
And what else happened? Maradol is still functional, barely. And which is 70 light. Oh, Maradol had that weapon turned on it, the Thargoid weapon that someone is using to try to shut all the systems in the starport down.
We hope you enjoy your stay.
Oh, yeah.
And that system, Maradol, is just... It could be the Thargoids, but I found out this week it could also just be pirates that have somehow managed to cobble together a Thargoid-based weapon.
Yeah.
But that system is just 70 light years from Earth, which is like 2 jumps.
Yeah.
So, reason for
Depending
concern.
on the ship, of course.
And I don't know what the Thargoids are going to do when they enter the solar system. Like, will they blow Earth up? What will they do? Will they kill all the humans there? Will Earth disappear?
But think of this. They have only attacked Aegis stations.
No, they've attacked independent stations as well. Independent,
What
Aegis.
Aegis people, like,
Well, no.
they may not be controlling it, but they are part of it, you know? Like, they are one of the factions in it.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Any suspicious acts?
I've been keeping up on it, and yeah, it's like they're only attacking the ones who attack them first. Because they shot first.
Well, if that's true, then,
Solo.
if that's true, they'll never attack Earth because Aegis has no presence in the solar system.
Exactly. So, like, when there might be concern over nothing, people haven't decided yet if they trust them not to attack.
Well, they're hundreds of years ahead of mankind technologically. We know that. So
Oh yeah.
they're one tough, bloody opponent. Although we can take them down if there's enough players together on one of their attack craft. We've taken down over 3,000 Thargoid ships since the war began, which is impressive when you think about it, but not when you think that there might be as many as 50,000 human players involved in taking down that 3,000. So, yeah, it's an awful lot of strength and muster. That being said, yeah, I don't know. I don't trust anyone. So I mean, the attitude I'm going to have is going to be similar to the one I have with North Korea. You know, it's going to be like, well, you claim you're going to attack. It looks like you're going to attack. Maybe you're going to attack. Okay.
No. They're not gonna attack.
North Korea?
They know that it's gonna. Yeah, they know that.
You weren't alive. The thing is, you weren't alive for the Cold War. I was. I'm older than you
Yeah,
are.
that's true.
It really is like the Russians, anytime they did something, we had the advantage of them telling us in advance, and vice versa. We told them when we were doing things. With our nuclear weapons, we would tell them in advance. So that no one had, any sketchy reaction to anything that was going on. The North Koreans are not following any of the established protocols for handling nuclear weapons. They're doing their own thing. And as a result, we're living in another stage of unpredictability, just like the ones of the 1950s when nuclear weapons were first invented, and nobody knew what was happening. And it scared the hell out of everyone because you never knew when a city might just blow up out from underneath you, right? And you can't have that, right? You need to have, nations cannot be allowed just willy-nilly to go and develop nuclear weapons whenever the hell they feel like it. First of all, our species can't live like that. Number two, we don't need that many nuclear weapons. And number three, particularly in North Korea's case, it should be more concerned with feeding its people. And that should be painfully obvious. If it's not, maybe they do deserve to be invaded and conquered. So my attitude is one of, look, they're not following, but basically it's this, they're not following protocols. And they have to have the nuclear weapons taken away from them, and the only way to do that is to invade and conquer them. I don't see a way out of this. If someone can point me in the right direction, I invite you to do so.
I'll tell you what the issue is. There's only one issue, right?
Yes.
And that's the fact that he has made a statement saying that he will not use them in aggression, but if anyone,
Hello?
Please consider other surface vehicles when navigating.
Looks like we lost him.
Blocking critical pathways is a violation.
Does any sort of aggression against him and his country, he will fire upon them with them. So he's kind of given that, like, hey, if you guys try anything, I will use them. So he's already told you. It would have to be...
Yeah, but that, again...
I think the best... Oh, I'm frozen. That's it. I got frozen. One sec.
I'm just waiting for your voice to catch up here. Testing.
Incoming hail.
Yeah, I got most of that.
Yeah, I froze up in hyperspace, so it desynced me, so I just left and rejoined. But yeah, like when he says that he's going to use it against you, if you put aggression against him, the best way to do it.
I heard that part. So that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
The best way I think that we can take him out anytime soon, Olympics. Come on, think about it.
I think what we should be doing, hopefully someone is thinking of this, is we'll wait till after the Olympics, and then we'll invade. Because if we don't do it soon, it's going to be too late. He'll amass a number of weapons. Not that we can't shoot them all down. He'd have to get hundreds and hundreds of them for that to be an issue.
Well,
but
you know, the missile. I was just watching this on the news the other day. The missile defense is only like a 25% chance they're going to take it out.
Bullshit. It's way higher than that. It's closer to 95 to 99. You can count on it. Count on it. Because the numbers that you're seeing, first of all, they're old. They're based on the Patriot, which was the very first program. It was already nearly 30 years ago that Gulf War I started. And there's been very little data since then. And if you think they haven't got computers now that are fast enough to dynamically figure out how to do course correction so that you can shoot a bullet with a bullet, even the sound of that doesn't even intrigue me anymore, because of course we can do that. Of course we can.
I've actually seen a bullet shoot a bullet.
Well,
Like
that's the analogy, right? Like, you have a computer. So I mean, it's not that tough. It's just not something. Yeah, granted, 25 years ago that would have been a challenge, and it was. And we saw numbers roughly. I mean, the Patriot itself had numbers in the 25% range. The idea that we haven't improved 1 percentage point in the time since then is a ludicrous. Come on, we shot down 2 of his Scuds with 3 of our missiles. That's a 60% hit rate. That's in 1998, 99. And you're telling me now it's only up to 25%? How did we regress down to 25%? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I think there's a lot of people that are trying to scaremonger everyone into thinking that the anti-ballistic missile system is not very effective, and I think it's far more effective than the military will let on. And here's why: the military doesn't want to show its hand until it absolutely has to. The last thing you want to do in any military theater, any theater of conflict, is tell your opponent exactly what you have until you're damn well ready to play it. If you can surprise the hell out of them, that's probably going to go a long way to ensuring victory. So why the hell would they admit that, that they've got a 99% kill rate on incoming missiles? Not to mention that missiles aren't the only tool they've been working on. They've been working on kinetic countermeasures. So projectiles that just shoot flak at missiles.
Just a bunch of it out at it.
Plus, on top of that, they've got lasers now in orbit, no doubt. That can burn right through, burn them right out of the sky. And these three approaches together, I suspect, have brought that number very close to 100, if not 100 effectively. To say that, one couldn't get through. No, it's possible one could, but I don't.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible, but I don't think that North Korea is going to be bombing us out of existence. And if they ever tried, it would be the end of them as a nation state.
Well, that's probably why he said the only way I'm going to use. The only reason I'll use them is if.
Yeah, but that means that you have to trust him and take him at his word. So when did we start? Okay, ever since the Second World War. Don't forget about Hitler and appeasement. Since when did we ever start believing tyrants and dictators? I mean, Neville Chamberlain came back from Berlin with a piece of paper in his hand, signed by Adolf Hitler, claiming he wasn't going to take any more land. It was the very next fucking day, or within a week anyway, he'd already invaded Poland and plunged the world into World War II. And now we're supposed to take Kim Jong-un at his word. Why? What the hell for? It's crazy talk. It's absolute lunacy. And I don't understand. I mean, I'm all in favor of peace. I don't want to shoot down every idea, but you're going to need something a little more reliable than, well, he said he wouldn't. Gotta give him credit. He said
I don't say you have to trust him, but at least you keep your guard up. But
well, we are, but he hasn't. He has done nothing.
At least something.
Barely anything, and he hasn't done any of the concrete things he has to do in order to show us that he's serious about maintaining peaceful relations, such as by enacting protocols that have been established between the United States and Russia for decades. If he can't do that, if he can't even go that far, I don't trust him one iota. And why should I? And why should you? Why would you want
You know
peace?
what,
Peace,
though?
peace bought at such a price is no peace.
I just gotta say,
It's
he hasn't really
capitulation.
lied.
No, he hasn't really lied. We haven't caught him yet.
It's true. We tell him not to do this. He's like, okay, I'm not gonna do it. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm still gonna do it. So technically, he's trustworthy.
Well, no, just
He's
because
not lied to us.
he could have lied. He could have lied. He just hasn't been caught yet. That's all that means.
Well, true. Everyone lies a little bit, but he's not lying about the big stuff that we're looking into at this point in time.
Well, we'll see. You know, in 10 years' time, if he hasn't done something to fuck us all over, I'll be very surprised. I don't trust him. And I mean, you know, he's a tyrant. He's absolute dictator in the country he rules. He doesn't think of democracy as anything else other than weak and ineffective.
Yeah.
Just like Saddam and Gaddafi before him, they both made the same mistake. It's a mistake many tyrants keep making over and over again. They think that because the Americans are well, they're not really a real democracy anymore, but you know, they have the
They have their thing.
They have the dressings of democracy, and they have certain fundamental liberties that are protected, but it seems
They're federalists.
yeah, well, that doesn't really explain why there's such a war on
They
civil
made their
liberties in their
politics.
own country. Why the NSA has to bug every goddamn citizen they can. In fact, they should already know.
You know why? Why not?
Well, exactly. And why? If you can't trust them, then why the hell would we trust Kim Jong-un? Is he any more, you know, legitimately a man of the people than the NSA? I don't think so.
He's a man of his people.
I don't even think it's true. He's as willing to shoot his own family and starve his own people if it suits him. That's what I see.
But he doesn't lie about it.
He doesn't tell the truth until it's too late either.
But that's different than lying.
Well, we'll see. I think we should.
Neglecting to tell the truth
I
is
still
not
think.
lying.
I still think it all adds up. We should invade and save ourselves a big headache down the road.
But I'm saying, if you want to get rid of him at the Olympics. We're already going to have so many people there, like right beside where he is. Like,
He won't give a
there.
shit about that. He'll just kill everyone and let
No,
God.
but this is what I'm saying. There's so many people there that you could eat. You
Oh
could
my
get
God.
someone in there.
You're
you
terrible.
could get someone in there.
You're terrible.
Just assassinate him. Just get someone in there and boom.
By the way,
Already has confusion,
assassinating
they're not
him.
going to be able to track.
Assassinating him is easier said than done. Do you have any idea how fucking like the bunker, the Fuhrer bunker that he lives in? It makes the Fuhrer bunker look like a Sunday picnic. Christ. I saw a show about the fortress that he lives in. It's just unbelievable.
You don't think he'll make some sort of public appearance during the Olympics?
No, he won't be allowed to. I mean, the West will never allow him to. He
But
won't.
in his own country, he could.
Oh, in his own country, he can do whatever the hell he wants, but the West will never, ever let him.
Not at the Olympics,
Not
but
at the
that's
Olympics,
what I'm saying. If he's making a public appearance in his country, which is attached to the country that the Olympics are in, I'm sure the U.S. could find a way to sneak some motherfuckers in there and
Oh,
deal
sure. I
with them
suppose you could.
illegally if they have to. Like, just deal with it.
I suppose you could have a satellite in orbit take a nice long, particle beam weapon shot at him, and you just put a hole right through his chest before he knew what the hell was going on. I mean, if their lasers can burn through metal that quickly, hate to see what they can do to skin. Skin and tissue. Yeah, basically it's like ow, I'll just cut you in half with this laser. Okay.
Now sit still.
So now we have 2 community goals elsewhere. Alliance?
Oh, yeah. The one, oh my god, I signed up for it, but I'm like, now I'm kind of regretting it.
Well, there's no downside.
I know, but I'm regretting getting myself hyped up to do it. I was like, yeah, cool, I'm going to do this community goal, it's going to be awesome, but it's really not.
What is it here? So the initiative place an open order for various raw materials used in the construction of some base. The organization has also placed a kill order on Kim Jong-un. What? No, place a kill order on all ships on its wanted list to ensure that those contributing material to the campaign can do so safely. That's not nice. That's about as effective as...
Isn't it? Slapping a donkey on the ass with a pillow.
Oh my god, this is in the California Nebula. That's way the hell out there.
No, the one isn't far away. The one where you have to deliver the raw materials to build a station, it's...
Yeah, well that's what I'm saying.
Near.
It's in the California Nebula. It's far
No,
away.
that's where it's talking about, but I'll tell you the exact start it's at because I have it. It's at LP128-32.
Okay.
It's 82 light years away from where I currently am.
That's not far.
It's not far.
No.
Not at all.
I'll be there, I mean, that's less than 4 jumps for me in my Dolphin.
Yeah. Yes, but the materials you have to bring, not purchasable. You have to mine them.
Oh.
Yes.
Alright then.
Yes.
Where do you get them? They must have put them somewhere. Put them out there.
I have searched everything possible.
Okay, so they want to build...
Commodity
They're
searcher
building...
on my phone is updated.
Okay, hang on. The objective here is to build 2 starports. There's an Orbis starport in the Sinew FA Echo Bravo Romeo C75 system between the core systems and the Alliance's outpost in the California Nebula. That's one.
Yeah, it's very close, though, to where the core is instead of the nebula.
I know, but that's one. Okay, so. And then there's another one. Oh.
Yeah. I didn't do the other, really look into the other one.
Well, it's the same thing. It's for the same station, but it's different.
Different oriented.
Different crap. The initiatives being overseen, blah, 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 place the kill order, campaign. Oh. You're supposed to go and kill... No, it says collect materials. So, Alliance outpost in California Nebula, the remoteness bridge gap between settlements and galactic core, and lessen the risk of ships journeying to and from California Nebula. To be eligible, you must be an active participant before delivering osmium, samarium, and lithium hydroxide to Bolchaev Hub.
That's the one. That's the one that...
That's the first one. The second one
That's
is...
the mining one.
Right, and the second one is the combat bonds, which you have to go and...
Kill.
And murder.
Wanted
people.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, you have to get those. Okay. So...
I found a wanted motherfucker and a dolphin once.
Well, that's hilarious. That would have...
It was delicious.
Oh, isn't this nice?
I used a cobra. And I ate it up.
Why do the women look like guys? Like, they look like young men in here.
Because they are all young men.
They're young men with women's names, and they're all gay.
Oh man, I had some really terrible looking people in the crew selection earlier. Whew.
Yeah, well, some of the older...
No wonder you're a novice. No one's giving you a chance because you're so damn ugly. Like, literally, I will pay $150,000 more just to not look at your face.
If we put you inside of a cryogenic chamber, facing away from the door...
ship you off into the soul.
It'll just dump
Be
you
with
off.
your fallen brethren.
Yeah. Put you over here. Oh, the Palangi jet mob. So that's why the drugs are legal, is because drug dealers are running the star system.
Oh yeah, that's why you buy them there and then sell them elsewhere.
Oh, but they're loyal to the Empire.
So?
I thought the Empire... Oh no, it's Arissa Torval. Lavingi Torval.
Well, no, that's who controls the system. That's not who they're loyal to.
No, they're not loyal to anyone. They're independent, but the system,
Yeah.
the region is controlled by Arissa.
Yeah, but that just means she's gaining CC off of it.
Yeah, but she has to get it somehow. So something's going on. There's something fishy
Well,
here.
it's probably just exploited because probably another system is controlled and everything within like a 10 light year radius of a controlled system is exploited.
I see.
Like, not every single system that they are prominent in is a controlled system.
No. Okay, so I've also got all these urns and totems and whatnot from my other mission. So what do I do with them?
What are they? Totems?
Yeah, like guardian crap, like caskets, tablets, orbs, urns, ancient relics.
Sell them. Make donuts off them.
Ancient totem. No, because you need 2 of each for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but I need 1 more orb and 1 more urn, and then I can like win the trifecta or something.
Ooh,
and bring
sounds
back
tasty.
and bring back the guardians. And I can have sex with Alexandra, who's actually a young man.
Ooh, nice. That is my dream right there.
Well, he does
The young women men.
He does look pretty hot. I'll give him that. But
Yeah, but if there ain't no hole.
he looks pretty hot. Right.
Oh no. Do you really want to take my cargo?
Hey?
I'm trying to buy battle weapons.
Oh.
Oh, you bastard.
110, 160.
Let me win this quick so I can finally finish docking.
You'll never dock.
Like, I'm almost within range. I'm like literally just about to press J to jump out. And I'm gonna introduce you, motherfucker. Well, fuck off. Let me just get here. Oh yeah, I'm friendly with the system. These guys are like my friends.
How friendly?
Cordial.
Oh, it's not sexual.
Not sexual yet.
That'd be pretty fucked up, like the rating comes up on your screen. Ah, your rating is... You're now
your reputation now is...
sexual. What?
Yeah.
That's because...
This hub just sounds like money.
Because you are now a prostitute.
It's called H.G. Wells Hub. Doesn't that just sound money?
That sounds like a prostitute. Okay, we're gonna take off now from this starport. Where are we going? Hello.
Come to HG Wells. Buy some battle weapons. Make some money in smuggling.
We have Marsden Dock. Oh, we have to dock here on this planet. There's another place on the same planet that we have to go to. So I'll be flying over there in a moment. And we also have to deliver the Bromolite to Ostrander's Plague.
Ooh.
In the Palanguis. We are Plague. It's a real turn on. Okay. Alright.
Let's look at my crank turning.
Plague. Yeah, everyone's all Plague.
Yep.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do.
Asshole.
Launch. Haha!
I was expecting battle weapons. Where are my battle weapons?
Ship disengaged. Your way is clear for departure.
I want battle weapons.
And now,
No, the end is near.
Scientists in the Palanguis system, yes. Open the galaxy map and zoom in
Federal dropship.
and do this and there we are.
Oh, my paint job was down so low.
Yeah, remember we were talking about that last night, how you never paint your thing?
Oh no, I always do. By so low, I meant like 95.
Engage engines.
That's so low for me.
All ahead flank. Holy shit.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Warning. Temperature critical.
You're clear of the port. Traffic operations. Signing off.
Fusion drive charging.
Tango Romeo India. This is the Imperial Flight Operations Bureau. Welcome to our territory. Please approach the port within safe speed limits and follow correct docking procedures. Thank you. Approval granted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 03. Use of automated docking computer permitted. You are clear to hand over control.
Landing gear deployed. Scan detected.
All vessels will be subjected to random scan for the purpose of public safety.
Landing complete. Initiating ship lockdown. Thank you for your cooperation, Commander.
Somehow I'm back.
That took a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But I did end up coming back with a bowl of cereal.
I've got here, well, 16 units of methanol monohydrate crystals.
Where did you pick them up at?
Well, I thought I would smoke some crystal, and so someone gave me this, but it wasn't the kind of crystal I thought it was.
That's funny.
Almost. I don't know what would happen if you tried smoking these crystals. Probably nothing good. But nothing good ever happens when you smoke crystal, so...
Who knows, maybe you wouldn't be able to heat it up enough to get fumes off of it.
That's true, yeah. Not all crystals are treated the same. Or created the same.
No, some are unique and beautiful.
Although, I always thought whenever I actually broke down and did crystal that I felt like I was turning into a giant chunk of crystal myself, but it's one of the reasons I don't like doing it.
I gamed a lot, and non-stop and a lot.
You what?
I gamed and non-stop and a lot and I gamed.
Pulling weight up it, no. I don't like the gender sort of ambiguity, the androgyny of these images. It's like I can't really tell if it's a girl, a guy, or something in between. And I would just like to know.
You may never know it all if they are male or female.
Okay, so I'm going to take my little ship. I have a bunch of missions now. And some passengers. All but one seat is full. Now, what do I do with them? Decode the ancient ruins. No. Tourists. The tourists go to HIP 26830. The aid workers also go to 26830. And they both get delivered to Aspirin Depot. Because they want crystal. What? That doesn't make any sense.
Because that's crazy.
Ah. Okay.
Maybe I want to stop so I pick up the crystal. And then I want to go home with it at the end.
Maybe. Holy shit. There's a huge planet here that you're allowed to land on, and I don't know why. Okay, it says here it's owned by Orisa. Ice world composed mainly of water ice. The gravity is unknown. What the hell are you supposed to do here again?
I don't know, I haven't been there.
Well, you can't land here, but it says go here. What the fuck?
Oh, then you'll probably have a navigational point somewhere around that planet.
Probably it's a waypoint or
Go.
something.
Yeah, there'll be a waypoint. That like basically says what the mission says.
Yeah, well, okay, whatever. We'll just go there and see what it says. 25746. That's a mission, not a passenger manifest. And exit. Now, I want you to tell me.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? closer, I couldn't resist. It felt so right.
Destination Aspirin Depot.
Aspirin Depot?
Yeah. But that's not a planet, like... It's not correct. It's just sort of like a place that you get sent to. Where are we here?
Yeah, once you get in the general vicinity of what you're supposed to...
Yeah, but it says it's a planet, but you can't land on it, but that's where the base is. Which is really weird. Anyway, we'll go there.
It could be an orbital base.
No, but there's nothing orbiting it. Like, the system map doesn't...
Until you get close.
Maybe. I have to probably do a scan of the system, is what probably this means. Okay, never mind that. Let's just go. Launching...
I've done all sorts of these.
I know, it's been such a long time since I've actually had to worry about... Oh, I haven't been to this system before.
Restraints are retracted. Please take note of oncoming traffic when leaving this facility.
Or gee, I can't scan that from here. Wait a minute.
I don't know where in my general vicinity is a place where I can buy battle weapons.
Just take it from someone. Go mug another player character inside the system.
Yeah, but I'm willing to purchase them myself because I've got money for it.
That's not
and I
what you're
need
supposed
300
to do. You're supposed to go
I need 304 tons of it.
Take it
I'm
off
not
the
be able to take
broken
304
corpse.
tons.
Take it off the broken corpse of one of your fallen enemies.
You know how much longer that would take to get 304
tons of
What's it
salvage.
It's not even. I need battle weapons specifically.
Yeah, I know. Of a specific kind of salvage. Well, you can actually. There is a scanner that will scan the manifest of a cargo.
Yeah.
And then you could like, which is kind of stupid in a way. Like, who the hell builds scanners that for different? Like in Star Trek, there's just one scanner and you scan everything with it. But in this game, it's like, well, we have a scanner for your hold, a scanner for your kill warrant status, a scanner for your hyperdrive wake, a scanner for your hyperdrive cloud, a scanner for this, a scanner for that.
Are you sure? Alright. Easy Aquari. I have a good feeling about that system because of its name.
It's easy Aquarius. No. All Aquarii are easy.
Hey, you call me easy?
You're not Aquarius.
I'm pretty easy going. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm an Aquarius guy.
Well, I don't know. That's what the signs of the zodiac. I heard that if you're an Aquarius, you're like easy to get into the sack, but you're already a guy, so pretty much means you're easy to get in the sack by definition already. So
yeah, I don't think that place will have it.
I shouldn't say that. Some guys have standards, not all of them, but
10% of them maybe.
Maybe.
The ones that can't afford to say no.
Well, I myself am extremely picky, but then again, I never get laid, so. But anytime I have been laid, it's always been by someone who looked fucking gorgeous. I can at least say that.
Oh man.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
And now, HIP 26830. Go. Engage engines all ahead. And charging. Charging. It's charging.
Battle weapons, damn it. Battle weapons, damn it.
What was that movie that was out this past summer? And they were going between two star systems. One of the destination system was called Homestead. And it was this guy and this girl who ended up getting stuck. Well, the guy got stuck first because his life support pod or his cryogenic pod malfunctioned, and he was by himself on this ship full of people. But they weren't going to wake up for another 60 years or whatever. Or 57 years, I think they said. So basically the rest of his life. And
I've never heard of this shit.
And so he ends up doing something really stupid. He ends up getting a girl involved in his predicament by waking her up deliberately so he could try to figure out how her pod works and try to fix them both, I guess. I can't remember the plot exactly. But he was headed for a world called Homestead, and he, at one point in desperation, phones back to Earth to ask for help using one of the comm stations on board this ship. And it's just like, so you have to pay at the terminal like you do like a payphone. He sits down, and they charge him like nearly 20,000 credits or 20, yeah, something like that, just to phone back to Earth, because he's already 19 light years away. The message is going to be like, and thank you for using Bell AT&T. It's like you're literally trying to place a call from one star system to another. It's not going to be cheap. Especially when you do it on public telephone, or the equivalent thereof.
Oh my.
Speaking of which, how long do you figure it'll be before we see public internet terminals?
I think I'm desynced again a bit.
Uh-oh.
One sec. I gotta fix this. I fix.
There you go. How you doing?
I fix.
Okay, so there's Hogan Landing. Hogan's Landing.
Hogan's Heroes.
You know, it says you can land here, even though it's a planet and it's gigantic.
Oh yeah, I still gotta find a place to sell this.
This is a really huge planet. Why am I allowed to land here?
Are you sure you're allowed to land?
Well, it's got a sky, and there's a blue ring around it and everything, so yeah, it's letting me land, but... Destination
yeah, I can go here.
Locked.
Placenta.
Okay.
That's gonna take a while to get there. 6 jumps, that's not bad.
Why, are you jumping to where I am?
No, I'm going to Latenta for battle weapons.
Okay. I don't think there's any battle weapons
Latenta.
here. There's just a really fucking...
has battle weapons.
There's just a really big fucking planet.
No, I have it bookmarked because they're a supplier of battle weapons, and I've used their services before and
But it's
made
a really
quite a bit
big
of money
planet.
from them. Don't worry, my battle weapons will blow it up.
It's a planet.
Yeah, my battle weapons are numerous.
You need all of the battle weapons that there are.
Exactly, and those are all mine. I am the lead illegal weapon smuggler in this world.
And it still doesn't give me the green circle that says I can land here, but in the game it lets me land there. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? The green circle in the system map that's supposed to be around the planet that you're allowed to land on. Well, it doesn't appear around this one, but
maybe it's just because it's like a mission-specific thing, so...
but it's got, like, cities on it and stuff. Okay, hang on. It says here... Just give me some readings here.
Are you in the beta, as they would say in the good old colony?
Yeah, it's an ice world composed mainly of water ice. It has an atmosphere. It's 0.41 AU, 95-day orbital period. This is bullshit, man. Like, this is totally a planet.
Engage. Hyperdrive. Way to go.
Holy fuck, I'm like 6,000 kilometers away, and I can see the base. Ah! There's weapons fire detected.
Upon you?
Yep.
Holy jeez.
A whole bunch of ships here. Hang on. Hang on, I turned flight assist off again. Let's see what we got here. There's a bunch of ships. They're shooting the crap out of each other.
But they're not shooting the crap out of you.
No, they're not shooting at me. I've obviously entered
good.
some kind of conflict zone.
Yeah, I've done that before. I went around and just scooped up the materials and shit that fell.
Yeah.
I mean, like, no one gets angry. They don't even notice, I don't think.
Why am I going 600?
Oh, this is game over right here, bro. You didn't even see it coming.
Okay, here's what we'll do. We are in orbit of this giant planet somewhere. There we are. And now, frameshift drive engaged.
This game needs an achievement for...
2, 1.
This game on my phone needs an achievement for not playing combos, saying, no, I would not like to make it a combo. Win a game by not playing a combo.
Asper Depot locked.
That is clever right there. Like, why did they not think of that?
I'm under interdict.
Oh shit. You can get out of it.
Should be able to. I don't know if it's a human or an NPC.
Look on the map.
Looks like it's an NPC.
If it's solid, it's definitely an NPC.
And I definitely got away, whoever it was.
Did they say anything before interdicting, or as they interdicted?
Nope.
Direct chat?
It wasn't too difficult. Closing in on bounty target. Time to pay for your crimes. I don't have any crimes.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
You must have a bounty on you somewhere.
Nope.
Well, he wants you to pay for your crimes.
Mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity, love it. Not with me. Not really, bro. Not me.
No.
No, what you talking about? Not me.
Okay, this is a really huge planet. I still don't know how it is I'm able to land here.
Because they're preparing for landings of planets that have atmospheres.
Probably.
That was the most awkward and difficult way of saying that in the world.
Probably.
Oh shit! Oh. I almost pulled myself out of frame by getting too close to the star. Ooh, shit. I have a button that sets my throttle to 75%, because when you do that, you glide in perfectly to like stations. When like you hit that at 7 seconds, and then like you know your speed's gonna be good when you can jump out at a jump it out at the station. So you can just worry about keeping yourself lined up for any final adjustments you want to make.
This is an independently controlled port, Commander. Please submit a request before landing. Landing permitted. Clear. Landing on docking bay 02.
Okay.
Docking approved. You may now handle the control.
This is, I think you're right. I think that most likely they're getting ready for planetary landings with atmospheres, because this planet is gigantic and its horizon looks like Earth, and this isn't a city, but you could make it one and it would be perfect. Like, it would be no issue.
Yeah.
So they
Heading to
So they just took a planet and decided, oh, okay, we'll just start putting some bases on this.
Now land here.
Yeah, now land here.
There is a state of uprising in this system.
If I must.
Oh, they're warning me there's a state of uprising and civil war in the system.
Yeah, it's probably due to me delivering battle weapons illegally. The rebels think they can do whatever the hell they want.
What are the narcotics that I brought with me?
Oh, then you're supplying with them with narcotics, so now they're feeling invincible.
And they've got guns.
Yeah.
I'm invincible, and I have a gun.
There we go. Speaking of guns, I'm loading up on another shipment.
Okay.
This
So
is the
now-
most I've ever been able to haul at once. Battle weapons. Oh, and they're fucking dirt cheap here. Gonna make like 2,500 per unit, and I have 304 units. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's just like a jump away to get them sold. Alright.
Oh, we just got promoted again. Thanks, Commander. We give you some money, biotech conductors, and we give you a boy toy with purple hair to play with.
Ooh.
I don't want the boy
Okay.
toy with the purple hair. Yep. You can just go over there. Unless, of course, you'll be my slave, in which case we'll get you certain drinks and stuff.
Yeah, can I have a coffee, please?
Go get me a coffee.
Get both of us coffee.
No.
Now you're gonna have to drive to where I am in Ontario and bring me the coffee, and it better still be warm when you get here. I don't want you making it when you get here or buying it along the way. I want you to make it there, bring it here, and it still be warm.
Yeah. Thanks, Commander.
But how?
Oh, look, it's Antoine.
Antoine, ooh.
And he's wearing a very sexy vest. Oh boy.
2 jumps away to sell this cargo hold worth. Let's see what I can make.
To Antoine. You can sell them to Antoine. He has an outrageous French accent.
Oh no, fuck Antoine.
You shoot
He
Antoine.
can take his baguette and shove it up his ass.
Oh, we have 250,000 credits for 9 prisoners of war. Nighties. Nights.
Alright, I'm gonna do 2 jumps and we're gonna be millionaires. I spent over $1 million on battle weapons.
Here, let's just do this. It says here hostile ships, you have to be a tycoon. No, we'll pick the cabin and we'll take them. Accept the contract. Thank you. And 11 refugees for the hen honor system at 14 light years. That's not bad. I'm getting better rates now on passengers.
Yeah, after you get the first couple under your belt, then you start getting the big money ones.
Okay, so now, well, this isn't big money, but it's medium money. But I still haven't. I haven't got.
You breaking the million mark?
No, I haven't gotten like good enough relations with any of the planets in this area yet, but I'll get there.
Yeah, like I was able to do ones that were like 6 million. Sure, it was a little extra work, but the little extra work was worth the extra credits. Like 6 million in for like an evening's worth of work is not bad.
Well, if it takes me less than an hour to get like 6 million, well, obviously it's like worth it. But most of the time,
but you know what you need to do? You need to buy that unlimited range scanner and affix it to it as well. So while you're doing it, you're getting all sorts of scan data and being worth lots.
I already have that.
Well, there you go. And then you're just gonna like own shit.
Okay.
And make a ton, because you'll get your 6 million for taking the passenger wherever they wanted to go, and then you'll get like another $1 million worth of map data sold.
Well, we got a full slate of a full hold of passengers now. All seats are booked. We're all booked up here. And what can I sell for map data?
Oh shit.
I get 24,000 credits for map data. And now... But I still think the Beluga is really
What you're going to be getting into with the Beluga is you're going to be seeing the...
It's only 40 million credits.
Well, you're going to be seeing the first class passengers. And they're going to be a little bit more difficult. Meaning you're going to have to make pit stops to cater to their every need. So, like, I was flying along, like, I want some clothing. Go stop Alpha to...
Well, you know what you do? You know what you do to get out of that? Is you just ignore their hail. Like, you go and you read it, but instead of clicking a check mark or the X, you just, like, go back to the original menu and pretend like you didn't hear it. And then you land and finish off the mission, and then they're like, well, okay, it's over. And I have never seen a penalty as a result of that, so...
I've had it decrease my customer happiness once. Oh, Jesus.
No, I never had anything quite that serious happen. I mean, I've been shot at. That definitely will piss them off, but...
Yeah, getting scammed.
Yeah, getting
when you have a celebrity.
Being shot at, it pisses them off.
Being interdicted.
Yeah, it pisses them off too, which is why you don't let yourself get interdicted. Like, there's no way NPC ships can't interdict me anymore. I haven't been interdicted by an NPC since, like, I don't know, the third
Like,
month I
let
was...
it happen when I was trying to hunt the NPC ships.
Well, yeah, but I mean, other than you willingly doing it, like, you can always get out of it.
Yeah, I've never been caught by an NPC. Even the first time it happened, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Follow the X.
The only way that it happens where an NPC successfully interdicts me is if I fuck up the control, or if the control fails, or some kind of mechanical malfunction.
Yeah, I've never had a mechanical malfunction while I've been doing it, so I've been good. Man, I gotta really work on lining this up. I hope I'm good now. 1 minute.
Traffic control queues during docking procedures. And be sure to check your assigned bay number.
Okay, so we're getting sucked away deeper and deeper in the ETAs system.
Alright. I just jumped out, now I need to speed towards the station and get my docking clearance.
And
Hopefully being, like,
kill
friendly
yourself.
with them. Hopefully being friendly is, like, a way to, not be scanned.
Or you can kill everyone else in the whole world.
Oh. Okay, I gotta go to 2-4. 2-4. Where 2-4 at?
A twofer?
Right there. 2 for 1.
A twofer.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take this one, and then we'll go to the Hanover system.
This is a twofer. I'm selling one battle rifle for the price of 2.
Can you imagine Cartman playing a game like this? Like what that would be like?
Oh my god.
What would that
Let's
even be
see.
like?
Oh yeah, it's exploited by my motherfucker as well, so I'm gonna get extra monies.
Just blame the Jews or something for some part of it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
blame,
2,300 per.
Or Kyle. Probably Kyle, actually.
701,632 credits from a 2-jump trade. Plus my trade dividends of 105,245 for making that trade.
Ship restraints withdrawn. You'll need to...
Boom, I started the day with 200,000 credits. I'm now at 4 million.
Yeah. And now,
The end is near.
we'll engage our engine, all ahead flank. Full speed to the engines. Aha! And Kyle's to blame for this.
I didn't do it.
If it's not Kyle, it's Kyle's mom.
Flight path history.
Kyle's mom has got it going on. She's all that I asked for and waited for so long.
Wait,
I hope you know that song.
No, I know.
Fountain of Wayne, Stacy's mom.
No. Sounds disturbing, Lance.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. I guess it's a little too young and hip for you.
Thank God.
It was a hilarious song about this
Don't worry, there was a
kid
series
who was...
of equivalent songs were created from when I was growing up.
Basically, this guy was in love with his girlfriend's mom, and yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate things happened.
And he was singing about how her mom has it going on. And saying, you're just not the girl for me. Your mom is. Basically how it went.
And so, did he use his girlfriend to like get to her mom?
Pretty much, that's what it seemed like. He, like one of the lines is, "Stacy, can I come over after school? We can hang around by the pool. Did your mom get home from her business trip? Is she there, or has she given me the slip?" Yeah, so take what you will from that.
Yeah, well, he's either going to be masturbating in the closet, in the master bedroom closet, or
in the bathroom, looking out the bathroom window at the mom sunbathing in the yard.
That's right.
I've seen the music video. That's literally what happens, and then the girlfriend walks in on him and thinks it's for her, pretty much. Yeah.
So then he has to sleep with her first.
No, well, no, it doesn't go any further. That's the end of the song that happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a storyline on that.
Especially fun when you get attracted to other people's family members and you use your make-believe relationship in order to get access to the other person.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, there's no law against it, you know.
Except moral.
It's a perfectly legitimate course of action.
Oh, man.
Okay, starting engine. Now.
I'm wondering what I should do now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engaging.
I know what I'm gonna do. I've got a bunch of money built up. We're gonna go do some specific things now. I'm gonna go out and collect materials for my engineering. But that first means loading up to be able to.
Or you could come...
Vehicle bayed.
Oh shit, this planet's huge. Or you could come escort me on my mission to do whatever the hell I want. Except there's nothing in it for
I
you.
gotta find where my if we're in a wing and you get plate stuff, I get payment for it as well.
That's true. Or you could join... Hey, I wonder... Is this a multi-seat craft? Because...
What is it? Tell me what it is, I'll tell you if it is.
Well, I'm just going to look and see if you could join my crew. If you can join my crew, then... No, it's single seat only. Galaxy map, that's what I'm looking for. I gotta go to my ship, which is way the hell down here. Oh, Ruralaw's back.
I know I could call it to me.
Ruralaw's back
I'm
in.
calling it. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Bonjour. Comment ça va aujourd'hui?
Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious. Just start speaking French while the American's on the other line. There. Aha.
Est-ce que tu parles en français? Oui.
Oui. Trouble is, if they're from the northern U.S., usually they parle français aussi.
Oui.
So it doesn't really work if they're from New York and live along the border with Quebec, then it's like, okay, well, whatever.
Well, yeah, they're pretty much Canadian taught anyway, so. Oh man.
Okay, actually what was kind of weird about Rural Law is that he was talking about like the political situation in Texas right now with Trump and how popular he is and how popular the Republicans are. And I was like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. So you guys never talk to anyone in Mexico, even though you like live in Houston and it's like a stone's throw across the Rio Grande. Pretty much. It's almost as bad as it is here in Ottawa with English and French, because it's very strange to move from a city like Winnipeg where there's no division between the English and French there, and then you come to a city like this and there is this division, but to even think of it as being more acute than it already is, which is sketchy enough. Like they don't even talk to people who speak Spanish. In Mexico, I'm just like, okay, but you live like a kilometer away from Mexico, so.
And then they're like, what's a kilometer?
Yeah, or a mile or whatever. So relatively short distance.
My Asp Explorer is now on my way to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make like a couple million while I wait for it.
Do you know how much it cost me to ship my Asp Explorer from wherever the hell it was in the galaxy to this part of the galaxy, basically? It cost $1.3 million.
Oh wow, mine only cost $24,000. It was only a couple jumps away though.
Yeah, but it was like deep. It was like towards the California Nebula, deep in the Pleiades. I don't think there was like any colonies around there. There's no people. You know, like I just somehow managed to swap ships at a base somewhere in that region, and the result was, oh well, I shouldn't have just left it there because now it's going to be horribly expensive. So I just forked over 1 million credits just to get my ship sent to me.
Should have just remotely sold it and then rebuilt it.
Rebuilt it, yeah. Except it's worth over 30 million credits, so it wouldn't have been worth it.
But then you get the 30 million credits and then you remake it.
Yeah, but you lose. Have you ever tried doing that? You will lose money.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you do. There's a price difference. Just like there is for this metal that I'm bringing to this high-tech facility. I'll make mad profits. So I made money going to this place, and then I'm going to make money going back to the place that I bought the battle weapons from by bringing them materials to make more battle weapons. It's a Symbian circle. I supply them with illegal weapons, they supply me with the materials to make the illegal weapons.
Oh good. That works. That should work out perfectly.
It is working out perfectly for me, because I get to sell it at a profit both ways. It's just 2 jumps.
Hang on, that's the Hanover system. Okay, I'm going to the wrong star system now, because I'm all distracted. Okay. Exit.
Go get like something with a bunch of. Well, no, actually don't. Don't come over here. There's not enough battle weapons for the both of us.
No, and I'm in a sketchy little ship that like can barely defend itself. So.
Well, I can't defend myself. I have no hard points. I have no shields.
I should get rid of my weapons almost, like, and see what happens when I just point myself at enemy craft. Like. All you do is you point yourself away and run. No, but like when they chase you and look like they're gonna outrun you, you go into flight assist mode off, and you point at them, and then they run away.
Oh, you see if you can just scare them by opening arm points that aren't there, and scare them off.
And, I kind of wonder if that would actually frighten them away. I think it might. Because they fucking run for the hills, and it makes a certain amount of sense. Like, if they chased me, I'd be able to take them apart. One of them did try chasing me, actually. At 4 kilometers, I was still able to hit them with my beam laser, and they were like, boom, 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 and their shields are getting ripped down, and they can't hit me back. So eventually he just veers away and goes, no, enough of this, I'm not gonna...
Game, set, match.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not try this anymore.
Thank you for the effort. I appreciate it, but I'm done. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up.
Okay, we're going to Geiger Dock. Lions, tigers, and Geigers, oh my. Here we are.
Lions and tigers and getting ganked.
And getting gang raped. What fun.
Well, that too.
Oh, incoming interdict. It is
Yay.
yet another NPC.
Whoa ho ho.
Oh boy, this one's being a stubborn son of a bitch. Look, you useless cunt. Hey!
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, I was pointing away from the interdiction, but somehow I evaded it anyway. Like, I'm not even pointed in the right direction, and it just goes interdiction evaded. Oh, alright then.
Whatever floats your boat there, game.
I guess. Well, I'm in the shipping lane from the Star to Geiger Dock. So, being in this shipping lane means there's going to be a shitload of pirates. Oh, I'm in deep space now.
Wait, where am I supposed to go? 2-5. 2-5. Where's 2-5?
And we're going to the next star, which is right here, Star B. I hate Star B.
Got Starby.
And they ETA's system. And there's Star B.
Alright, let's make some money.
You know what Star B is good for? Braking, right next to this dock. I was able to use its gravity to like interrupt my being
Momentum?
my momentum from being sucked away.
Oh yeah, I got 383,000 for bringing back materials to this station.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. Oh man, I only have like one more trade of battle weapons left.
Ah!
Bought them out. There's 150 battle weapons left.
It's another planet. What is with all these planets?
I wonder if personal weapons are also illegal at that station. I'll have to figure that out.
Not supposed to be able to land at the planet.
I even took out my fuel scoop so I could have 8 more slots of cargo.
What? Why?
So I could have 8 more slots of cargo.
Yeah, but you know,
So I
okay, the
could
fuel
sell 8 more
scoop.
things.
The fuel scoop is supposed to like make things less massive and give you what the hell?
Give you what the hell, yeah. That's a good explanation of it.
No, the ship
My jump range.
this ship makes weird noises, man. Like it's freaky.
My jump range increased after I took it off.
That's interesting. My jump range increased when I put the fuel scoop on.
Well, the module you take out must have been a heavy one.
It was. But I'm not going to have nothing in my classics modules, and there wasn't exactly a giant selection of things to put in there, so...
Did I buy the battle weapons already? Oh yeah, I must have, because I only have 2.3 million right now.
Hold on. Hold on. Passenger wants an alternative destination.
Ooh. Oh, wait a minute, I need to use the facility.
They're going to use this dock that I'm already docking at as the alternative
Current
destination.
approach vector is good, Commander.
We are coming in. We are coming in very fast. We are coming in much too fast. And we're coming in through the portal, and oh my god, we almost crashed, but then we stopped. And we are docking at pad 43.
And on designated pad number 43. Use of automated docking computer permitted. You are
Oh! Pad number 43. And we get 2 passengers for the price of 1, if I read that correctly.
Landing complete. Execute system shutdown. Our facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
If not, then we're going to be screwed. Are we screwed? Nope. Are you still there?
Incoming message.
In your sovereign territory, we look forward to serving your interests, and thank you for choosing our facilities.
And now we must go to planet Chanyin-Yak. Chanyin-Yak. Or 25746. Or one of the Canopus planets, but we're not going to do those right now. 25461. No. Chanyin-Yak. 25746.
It is with sincere apologies that we must remind others. Access to the dock is restricted to authorized pilots only. Pilots are respectively asked to alight on their own docking bay only and avoid obstructing access to other docking bay areas. Docking rights are assigned for the benefit of visitors to this facility. We politely request that pilots do not obstruct access to other guests inside the docking bay. We thank commanders for not obstructing our facilities airlock. Once your vessel has been authorized for entry, we appreciate your promptness in alighting at the correct docking pad. facilities. We are confident that guests will be more than satisfied by the range and quality of services offered.
Heyo.
Hello.
I have returned. And I'm out to sell some battle weapons.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know about what?
Whether or not I'm gonna have to kill my landlord.
That's a tough predicament to be in.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully the system is fair enough that I can get out of it, but seems like a bunch of bullshit. It's a giant waste of time. Okay, Brenton Sweeney. Oriana Weber. No. 7 tourists seeking transport to 26830. Computer, show me the galactic map one more time. 26830 is en route. And therefore, we will take them for 100,000 credits.
100,000. I'll make that wiping my ass.
And then, and then we get Oriana Weber. No, we don't get her. Nobody wants her. Naomi Flowers.
No one wants Oriana.
Plutus.
She's a bitch.
Thargoid. Some of these star system names are hilarious.
Yeah. I wonder if they let the community name some and then they had to go through like a profanity filter.
Have you been to Betelgeuse or Canopus? There's giant stars, right? So like you come out of hyperspace like far away, but hang on a second. Yeah, you come out of hyperspace far away, but you're still like, the star is just gigantic. It still looks like you're right next to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Betelgeuse is the name of an actual star, though.
So is Canopus.
I think that's a real thing in the sky.
Yeah.
Like some of these things are named after.
No, I mean, Canopus is a blue giant, and it's a blue giant in this game, and Betelgeuse is a red giant, and it's a red giant in this game. In fact, Betelgeuse is on the brink of going supernova.
That's right. I knew there was something special about it.
Yeah, like in your lifetime.
That's the one that's going to light up the Australian sky.
Well, light up all skies on this planet that can see Betelgeuse, which includes North America.
Oh, we will be included in this?
Oh, yes.
Oh, lucky us.
Betelgeuse does not affect only, I mean, it's visible for most of the planet. But luckily, see, what matters with supernovas is where the poles, the north and south pole of the star, is pointing. Because that's
so when the pulsars go on to shoot out, it's, yeah.
Right, the jet goes out the top and the bottom. And in the case of Betelgeuse, we're on the equator pretty much, so it's not going to be an issue. We'll just get
no harm to us at all.
We'll get a really bright light show, and in fact, if you can, you want to be alive to see it, because there hasn't been a show in the sky like that since 1300 BC, whenever the Chinese observed their the Crab Nebula going up, or the star. the star that gave rise to the Crab Nebula went boom, and they got a
it's crazy
similar light show.
We have record of when it was something that we are witnessing now.
Yeah, but it's only happened once in the past like 4,000 years, so it doesn't happen very often.
I love astronomy, so that's something I definitely don't want to miss.
Yeah, it would be nice if you're lucky, but unfortunately,
you never know.
Okay, so I've only got half a hold full of passengers because I have to go back to where I was, and there's no passengers who want to go there. Tough fucking luck. How much money do we have? Oh, 6 million credits. So we gained 1 million credits in the last hour. There. But this isn't really... I don't know, I can do better. I can earn money faster than this if I do take one of the long distance missions.
Yeah, it might take more time to get the money, but the money per minute is higher.
Yeah.
It's like DPS.
Well, plus my jump,
do a bunch of little hits.
The Dolphin's jump distance isn't bad. Like, I get 23 light years, which is, comparable to the Asp Explorer, actually.
Yeah, but it's not great either. Like, I can get my Type 6 to go farther.
Yeah. Well,
I can get it to go into the 30s.
And
passengers don't weigh much, so...
No. Well, I could strip the thing down and get it to go further. The same goes for my ass.
I stripped down, like, I had both the Type 6 and the Dolphin at the same time. I loaded them up with the exact same level of...
How big is your fleet?
I have 2 right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm making some money just to put more into the ships that I have. Like, the ships that I have, they have been fitted with the best of the best. Like, there's nothing better. I've got my thing, the Asp Explorer, even engineered some. I don't want to go to refinery. I want to out to the black market.
I want transactions, passengers. We've got 7 turrets. Aspirin Depot at HIP 26830. We're going back to that giant planet again.
Almost made another 1 million credits there.
Okay.
Alright, yeah. I gotta figure out if personal weapons are illegal here. Personal weapons? Yeah, I can keep smuggling. This is a good decent, well, pretty small supply of personal weapons, but there's a supply.
Engines engaged. Medium security, HIP 26830.
Oh, that's like 600 almost. Oh wow, that's the big one right there, gallium. I think that's what I can make the most of, bring it back. Ooh, 1.3 million credits worth of gallium on me. And that's at the cheap end. And back to Latenta. 2 jumps back and Do it all over again. I'm not carrying illegal stuff right now, so I can fly a little more comfortably. Right, shift drive, charging.
Oh look, it's a wanted adder. It's coming after me.
Ooh, take him out.
He's
Wait,
confident.
do you have guns?
I have 2 guns.
Take him out.
I know, I can still be able to take him out as a fucking adder. He'd never win.
I'm coming out there to have some fun. Gonna go to Latenta. I don't know, do I want to do one more run of weapons, or do I want to go grab my ass and
Incoming
Shit with
interdiction attempt?
like I got the wake scanner, so if you get pulled out or you pull someone out or they pull you out, I can pull into the same spot.
You're nowhere near this place, so that won't be happening.
Well, I'm going to pick up my thing now. It can jump 25 light years.
Is that how far away you are? 25 light years.
I don't know. I'm just saying that's how far it can jump per jump.
You're probably at least 200 light years away.
I will tell you that are you in HIP?
Yeah.
You are 253 light years away.
Yeah.
So that is 5 jumps for me.
Oh, it might be a little further, but not too much further.
No, it'll be like 5, 6 jumps. Well, maybe 7 or 8 jumps. Because I'm not going to be loaded up with anything extra, so I'll be getting my max jump range. It's just whether or not they go in a straight line or if there's one's 25 light years apart.
Yeah. 11,000 kilometers closing. 10,000. 10,100. 10,000. 9,500. 9,000. And closing. 8,000. 7,000. 6,000 kilometers.
Oh, pardon me.
Starting to wonder if, like, one of the human factions out here isn't building a secret fleet of spaceships or something.
Why would you think this?
Well, there's some really weird things going on here, like weird ships getting spotted in behind weird planets with weird bases where there shouldn't be anything.
Well, we shall see in the next update.
I still think they got to do something about the Thargoids. They can't just let them keep getting closer, regardless of what their motives are. At some point, they're going to have to say enough's enough and try to stop them. And the only way I think they can do that is they have to introduce a new class of ship, a carrier class that can have.
Well, they aren't going to. They're going to be like introducing a whole guild system.
When does this happen?
This is happening some point this year.
Yeah, but they can't.
Like, it's like a Q4 type thing.
They can't rely on human players only to solve their Thargoid problem. Is what I'm getting.
No, but what they're doing is for people who are in a guild or whatever, they get a carrier where all of them can load up together and launch together. Like, you want to go have a raid on some Thargoids? Get a couple of clans together.
But what about a public? What about a public carrier with NPC and player ships, FTL ships or FSD driven ships that you could dock with, and then just be projected where, like, once you're docked, you could log off. Your ship would get carried around with it. And then when you log in, you'd be able to, like, go, oh, well, now I can just come outside the ship and I can engage Thargoids right away. Instead of, oh, I have to hunt around and go back for supplies and screw around. Like, you'd be able to do it that much faster. Plus, there's still systems when it comes time to actually, like, take the battle back to the Thargoids, if you want to win the war. You're at some point going to have to go back and show them that you can deal with them on their own home turf. And the only way you're going to get there is if you build a carrier, like have the Federal Navy issue an invite, have players join it, and then do like some sort of intergalactic hyperspace jump that normal ships can't do out into the middle of God knows where.
Submit a docking request before touching down, Commander.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Just kind of have it like a general player event.
Terrain alert. Pull up now. Request approved. Set down on landing pad 01.
Oh, I almost crashed into the building I was trying to dock with.
Don't crash into those buildings, it's not cool.
No, but the guy comes on the intercom all panicked, going, pull up, pull up, pull up! It's like, why? I want to do this. Are you fucking nuts?
Oh shit!
You're buzzing the
almost hit a
tower.
Cobra.
Landing gear deployed.
Descend to flight level.
Of course, in the Dolphin, have you noticed that when it lands on planet, it just like falls out of the sky and then like suddenly just sort of lands? Like, I don't know, it just looks like it's falling and it gets dropped onto this landing pad.
Touchdown confirmed.
I haven't watched one dock. I've docked mine, but I haven't watched mine dock.
It's like, ah, don't.
Wait, I don't use auto dock though. I always dock myself. Auto
No,
dock.
I like building the films, so I use the auto dock so I can go outside with my camera and like watch it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Because I make
Okay.
videos.
Ooh, what am I doing? Why am I?
Yeah,
just
I have
circling my station?
to. I have to log for a bit because I need to have dinner and I haven't eaten yet. So we're gonna do that now. And then we'll
I'll
come
probably
back.
be in bed when you come back because I got work in the morning.
Oh well, you'll be a wimp then. What time is it?
I will be asleep.
It's only 9:35 for God's sake.
I gotta be up at 5.
Okay. Well, we'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'll be finishing this trade and probably heading to bed.
Okay. Well, have yourself a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, see you there.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And that's it for now, folks. We're just going to log out for a bit so we can take care of some business that we haven't taken care of just yet on the home front. So stay tuned for more. This is Commander Trium signing off, probably for the second last time tonight. We'll be back in about 30 minutes.